Hi, I'm Chris Wenning.
Hi, I'm Heather Fleck, and today we're going to be talking about this annual, weekly, quarterly planner, going over a little bit of our experiences. So the book isn't really about doing more things, it's just about doing the right things.
Yeah, you really take a step back and think about what you're doing here.
And core values,
what's your purpose?
yeah, values in your life.
Yeah. You know, for me, I've never had a system for goals, but I've had goals in my head, and well, they never got met because I never put them down. Mm-hmm. There was nowhere for me to see those goals. So this has been, I'll call it life-changing for me. It's got me started in the right direction, for sure.
Yeah, and your goals will always change, but this way you can look back and reflect on how to improve on those goals, or something that you may have completely forgot about and moved past, that you can go back to and start towards that goal.
Yeah, and I think one of the bigger things for me has been habit forming. So some of these that I'll call habits. So waking up at 6 a.m. every morning, get a great start to the day, right? Well, I wasn't able to do that until I started writing it down and really made it a priority for myself.
Mm-hmm. I think that this process is easy once you start to do it and understand how to do it. It's a little you can put your own personal touch on it, on how you want to use it, how you want to apply this to your life, but it is a very good guide to follow.
I wouldn't necessarily, maybe I shouldn't use the word easy, because it does take some time to figure out what it is that you want to gain out of this. Mm-hmm. So in that sense, coming up with your goals, it does take time, and it does take effort. It's not something you're just going to fly right through and then bam, your life's better. It just doesn't work that way.
Well, and your first thoughts when you sit down to do this is pretty obvious. Okay, I want to do better with my finances. I want to get further in life, in my career, or I want to grow closer to my family. But once you sit down and you really start to think about things, you start to notice other things that you need to work on that may be personal, maybe more for work.
Yeah, and it can be something that personal, like your relationship with God. You know, I have on my card today that I am going to make sure I sit down. I'm going to pray for 10 minutes and have time to reflect with Him every day. And I've noticed small changes in my life where, you know, the other day I saw an ambulance and I bowed my head and I said a prayer for whoever was about to get in that ambulance, where before I wouldn't have done it.
And you do start to notice such an improvement and such a change in your life. It's been very useful.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that.
Do it. People, I think, will benefit from it and take a lot away from it.
Yeah, I think even in 6 weeks you'll notice a difference, and maybe it's not the plan for you, but if it's not, try to find the plan for you, because it can make a world of difference. But I do think it's definitely worth trying, especially for 6 weeks. That's enough time for you to really get a good handle on the system and where you're headed with it. But thanks for your time today, and good luck with your journey.
Thanks. Hope you find this as beneficial as we have.